In the world of Naruto, there have been plenty of mysteries that exist, more than we can count, but one mystery that still appears to be a question to quite a few fans, especially new fans, is what gender is Orochimaru in the Boruto era? Now, if you're an old school Naruto fan like me, you know that Orochimaru has always been referred to as he, even when he's been shown using the body of a woman like he did in part 1 of Naruto. However, in the Boruto era, in particular the anime version of the story, the gender of Orochimaru has come up yet again as a question, and for new generation fans, this question has begun to pop up even more. Mitsuki once said, "Are you my father or are you my mother?" To which Orochimaru simply replied, "I'm your parent," and then afterwards, Mitsuki forever referred to Orochimaru as being his parent. Neither male nor female, just gender neutral, parent. However, what if I told you we have a more concrete answer on what gender we should consider Orochimaru in the Boruto era? Well, in today's edition of Naruto Retsuden, we're going to be looking at just that. Like previously stated, the information comes to us via the Naruto Retsuden story, which is the final installment of an official trilogy set in the Boruto era, with Kakashi Retsuden and Sasuke Retsuden taking place before the events of the story, which I've already covered in detail from start to finish in both playlists on this channel, title after each story, if you're interested in learning more about what happens before this story. In the scene I'm going to share with you guys, we learn what Orochimaru should be viewed as in the Boruto era, which for a bit of context, Naruto has just finished training, and as he sits on the couch, a few things have transpired. Naruto thinks back to the ninja tech that Orochimaru left at his house, the goggles that allow a user to use a dojutsu of a person that has their chakra sealed inside of them at the price of the person who gives up their chakra not being able to use chakra at all, which I cover in depth in my How Naruto Used the Byakugan video. Naruto rightfully jumps to the conclusion the goggles themselves are dangerous, but in the right hands, if someone were to truly master using them, they could become a great weapon and asset to Konoha. The prospect of using the Byakugan goggles is something that greatly intrigues Naruto, enough that he wants to continue training with these goggles to collect more data, which is scary. Imagine someone like Naruto with the Byakugan when it came time to fight someone like Jigen or Ishiki. That would have been an insanely crazy fight to see, especially given Naruto's already very skilled at taijutsu. Now, getting back to it though, Naruto then goes on to speak to Hinata about his concerns about allowing Orochimaru to not only be inside of their house, but also be there to play in his house with his daughter Himawari and assisting Orochimaru with an experiment that has side effects that affect Hinata as well. Naruto raises some really good points to his wife, and it makes a lot of sense when you think about it, because every Hokage after the Ninja War has kept Orochimaru under surveillance. However, Hinata's response is the most Hinata Hyuga thing ever. She's more than aware of who Orochimaru is, what he's done in the past, the crimes he's committed, like killing the third Hokage, and most importantly, she doesn't care at all. In Hinata's eyes, Orochimaru today is different than the Orochimaru of yesterday, because he can change, and if that change is sincere, then when people do try to change, it's encouraging if people don't do things that will make that person regress back into who they used to be. That's a kind courtesy. Well, and that's basically what Hinata does here, and it's then that we learn what gender that Hinata considers Orochimaru to be, and it's gonna surprise you. So with the scene and the context finally being set, it's here I'm gonna begin reading the scene from the novel, then I'm gonna come back to you guys my thoughts, and it's here I begin quoting. "That's surprising. I usually don't come home to see that guy drinking tea in my living room," Naruto said. "Hee hee, me too," Hinata replied. When the doorbell rang, I was surprised to see Orochimaru standing at the door. Hinata sat down next to him, handing him a warm mug, a drink made from grounded coffee beans, and plenty of honey and milk. Naruto, who has very childlike taste buds, likes to drink it this way. Though whenever Shikamaru and he drank in the Hokage's office, it was always black, darkly brewed coffee with an energy drink. "Despite being surprised, Hinata, you were awfully accepting of Orochimaru, you know," Naruto said. "It was obvious there wasn't any hostility. I guess he's just more of a mom friend," Hinata replied. "That Orochimaru is a mom friend?" Naruto thought to himself. As Naruto sipped on his coffee, Hinata unexpectedly touched Naruto's wrist, her head leaning to the side. "Naruto-kun, you seem a little thinner. Is your chakra not helping you recover?" Hinata asked. No, this is..." Naruto began. "You're overworking yourself again, aren't you?" Hinata replied. They've lived together for a long time now. She knows when he was lying about being under the weather about how he felt. Especially with Hinata's Byakugan, it's obvious to her just how low Naruto's chakra levels have fallen. And Quote, now this right here is big for a few reasons. Obviously, the fact that Hinata considers Orochimaru to be a mom is kind of telling here. Now, this might seem like something to you that is only to be considered in the novels. However, even in the Boruto anime, they played around with this. If you go look at the most recent Boruto opening as of this recording in September 2022, when you see all the Konoha moms and they're gathered together at the table, someone is holding the camera to take a photo, and in the background, we see Yamato looking in the direction of the screen as we, the audience, are looking at it, implying that Orochimaru is there due to Yamato's duty to guard Orochimaru, because there's no reason for Yamato to be looking at the screen like that. That's right, people. Orochimaru is the newest cast member of the Real Housewives of Konoha, and in 2022, nobody should really be shocked, especially because Orochimaru's even played around with his own pronouns in the anime. What I love about this interaction is that it again makes the people who are bitching about this novel, saying that it made Hinata out of character, it makes them look stupid for taking a scene out of context and using it to slander the whole story as saying it was breaking characters out of character. Good way to show you didn't actually read something that you're bitching about. But what else is new in 2022? What you saw in this video is that this story continues with the foreshadowing for a bigger reveal later on, which is that Hinata has always known about her husband suffering from the same illness that Hagoromo suffered from towards the end of his days due to having the chakra of the 9 Biju inside his body for so many years. Hinata questions Naruto about his chakra and about the healing factor, how his stamina should be higher. If we go back earlier in the novel, Sakura makes it a point to go out of her way to tell Naruto, don't hide this shit from Hinata, because Sakura was smart enough to know that if she, someone who's not even Naruto's wife, could tell that something was wrong with Naruto, then Hinata, someone who spent many a long years hiding behind trees and boulders and God knows who knows what else, watching Naruto closely and eventually working up the nerve to confess her love to him and then go on to marry him. If Sakura could notice something was off with Naruto, then you can bet that Hinata damn sure probably already knew, and Sakura was right. It's why Hinata was willing to allow her chakra to be sealed inside those goggles that Orochimaru was testing on Naruto, leaving her unable to use chakra because she was trying to support her husband and was trusting that he would tell her the truth. She knew if Naruto was keeping this from her, there must be a reason, but her wording and her pointed questions were her way of prodding Naruto, and what makes this scene so wholesome is that Naruto knows his wife is suspicious and is trying not to get worked up for a few reasons. He doesn't want Hinata to see him have a heart attack from that chakra illness, and he knows that Boruto and Himawari, they're going to be home soon, and it makes him want to hide the truth from both of them, which is why he tells Hinata he's just tired from always being in the Hokage office, working himself to the bone, which is something that should be realistic to believe. How many times have we seen Naruto exhausted in Boruto? However, what stands out even more is the fact that this kind of shows how much pride Naruto has as a husband as well as a father. To an extent, we've always seen this side of Naruto being strong for the people that he loves, like how he entered into sage mode in the manga when he was fully expecting to fight Code, knowing full well that without Kurama, he stood a good chance at actually dying. But because his daughter was watching him, Naruto put on a brave face, and we're seeing the same thing here. So my questions to you guys is, what gender do you consider to be Orochimaru? Let's play the pronoun game here on Naruto Explained. And the second question is what do you think about Hinata's decision to not press Naruto any further on the topic in terms of his chakra problems? What does it say about Hinata as a wife that she was willing to sustain her husband's pride by not revealing that she knew the truth? While you think that over, click here to watch my new Chainsaw Man video over on KRYPTONIAN saying, or click here to watch the Naruto Retsuden playlist from the very beginning.